This is Untold, a space of presence, a space of forming and dissolving, a space between worlds, between sound and silence, between what was lost and what has always been waiting for us. Here, I sit with poetry, with mystery, with dancing. This is not a place for answers. It's a space for wonder, for trust, for unfolding. And you're not an audience here. You're a witness, a gentle companion to what dares to rise. You're welcome to sit here with me as you are, as we are, to witness what wishes to surface. And in this tender act of observing, we become nothing else but presence itself. Welcome to Untold, where stories are not told, they are remembered. This is episode 5, and today we are going to talk about Gnosis, or matter of fact, which is the third stage in Suluk. Somewhere along the seeker's path, when longing becomes unbearable and the fire of love consumes all directions, she finds herself in a place where every corner she turns reflects only the face of the beloved. When love burns all that is not the beloved, all she ever knew, read or wrote, all outer forms and names, something extraordinary happens. In the silence left behind, in the ashes of the self, the breath becomes a doorway. And through that breath, she discovers what no book could teach. The truth that arises not from the outside in, but from the inside out. This is Gnosis, matter of fact, not the weight of more knowing, but the lightness of unknowing, not gathering, but dissolving, not becoming more, but becoming nothing, the kind that downs when self steps aside, and what remains is only the real. As Hafez says, میان عاشق و معشوق هیچ حائل نیست، تا خود حجاب خودی حافظ از میان برخیز. Between the lover and the beloved, there is no veil. You are your own veil, Hafez. Step aside. There is no wall between you and the beloved. Only the illusion that there is a you. And once the veil dissolves, you see it was never one-sided. The longing that shook your chest was mutual. You were never alone in your love. The beloved had been searching for you through every breath, every loss, every silence. Buddha also reached this point, not through scripture, not through ritual, but through his breath. He sat beneath the Bodhi tree and watched the rising and falling of his inhalation. until he saw clearly there is no fixed self, only change, only presence, only now. And in that emptiness, he was filled with truth. Maulana Rumi too arrived at this knowing not at the height of his scholarship, but when Shams of Tabriz appeared and burned every form. His books, his identity, his world, all turned to ash in the fire of love. But from that fire, a voice emerged that was no longer his. He became the breath. He became the vessel. He became the mirror through which love gazes at itself. We may not be sitting beneath a Bodhi tree, nor whirling in the silence of Konya, but the longing is the same. We, the modern seekers, surrounded by noise, notifications, and never-ending information, we too ache for something real. We gather knowledge, researching books, podcasts, posts. We gather and gather, hoping that one more answer might finally quiet the ache. But if we are lucky or broken enough, we discover the truth that Gnosis does not come through more, but through less. Less grasping, less identity, less noise. We return to breath, not to control it, but to witness it. And in that witnessing, the veil lifts, and we remember, you're not far, you were never separate. You're not seeking the beloved, you are being sought. This is not a metaphor, this is the secret of the mystics, the revelation of the prophets, the song behind the silence. And the same breath that awakened the Buddha, the same silence that gave Maulana his voice, still flows through you. All you must do is listen. So if you feel torn, uncertain, or undone, if your mind resists what your soul already knows, come closer. Let go of the need to understand and allow the fire to take you. You do not need to climb higher. You only need to be burned. Because the beloved does not enter through the doors of your knowledge, but through the cracks of the heart that has been tenderly shattered. And when all else is consumed, when there is nothing left but breath and silence, listen. This is what the soul of souls has whispered, not in words, but in flames. Here is Maulana. Listen not with your ears, but with the part of you that remembers, the part that has already been kissed by truth. عاشقی بر من پریشانت کنم، کم امارت کن که ویرانت کنم. گرد و 100 خانه کنی زنبور بام، چون مگس بی خان بی مانت کنم. تو بر آن که خلق را حیران کنی، من بر آن که مست و حیرانت کنم. گر که قافی تو را چون آسیا، آرم اندر چرخ و گردانت کنم. ور تو افلاطون و لقمانی به علم، من به یک دیدار نادانت کنم. تو به دست من چون مرغی مرده ای، من صیادم دام مرغانت کنم. بر سر گنجی چو ماری خفته ای، من چو مار خسته پیچانت کنم. خواه دلیلی گو و خواهی خود مگو، در دلالت عین برهانت کنم. چند می باشی اسیر این و آن، گر برون آیی از این آنت کنم. بر گلویت تیغ‌ها را دست نیست، گر چو اسماعیل قربانت کنم. چون خلیلی هیچ از آتش مترس، چون خلیلی هیچ از آتش مترس. من ز آتش 100 گلستانت کنم. من همایم سایه کردم بر سرت، تا که افریدون سلطانت کنم. هین قرایت کم کن و خاموش باش، تا بخوانم عین قرآنت کنم.